welcome to yoga. My name is Lindsay. I'm excited to teach your class today. Let's start with enough space around our mats and having our props ready. We're going to start in a seated position, and so elevate your hips as is comfortable, and we'll ground in today. So as we ground, we use this time to really calm the mind and get into our body so we can begin to focus on our breath, on the shapes, the flow, the movement that we're making today. So take a nice inhale, tongue behind the upper palate, lifting the rib cage, front, side, and back, all the way up, lengthening the neck and head. And exhaling everything out. And then feel into those sits bones, bringing the abdomen in to support the spine. As you're exhaling, lifting up through the Mula Bandha energy, root lock, and Uddiyana Bandha. And then on the inhale, breathing into the low abdomen, on up through the spine. Taking a few breaths here to notice your breath. Notice the breath moving through the nostrils. Notice where it's filling the rib cage, the torso, the spine. With each exhale, releasing a little bit more everything that's occurred in your day, in your week, in your month. And allowing a little space in your heart center to just be here in this moment. Everything that's happened before, everything that will happen, allowing there to be this moment now. Sensing, feeling, enjoying this moment now. As we come into our heart center, bringing hands, thumbs to sternum. For this is the power of the heart, is that presence. Taking a big breath in. And exhaling. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, twist to the right. Inhale the arms up back to center. Very slow exhale to the left. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, walk those fingertips out in front of you, keeping the sits bones back. And drop the head and wrap those outer shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen the entire rib cage out. Underarms, fingertips. And exhale, drop the head further. Inhale, walk the hands back. And exhale, remove your block. Let's come to tabletop here. Bring the left foot out to the side, foot flat outside of your mat. Adjust my mat a little bit so you can see. And then in this tabletop posture with the left foot out, exhale, sit back into half child's pose here. So you should feel a nice stretch through the groin, the hamstring a bit, the ankle, the outer shin. And inhale, switch sides. Bring the right foot out. Flatten out the foot. And then sit back into your hips, feeling that nice stretch. Pulling in energy from that foot. Inhale back to tabletop. Reach the heart forward, elbows back, shins flat. And exhale, curve the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach the heart forward. And begin to move with the breath. Exhale, warming up the spine. So you can take liberties here in your movement, rolling the neck, rolling the rib cage, almost as if it's going through a cylinder. And just move with how feels best to you. Making sure those sticky places where the muscles get stuck, you're spending and lingering a little time there. Good. Now tuck the toes under. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pressing into the arms and hands. Look at the forefingers. Make sure the forefingers are parallel. And then press the weight down into the thumb and forefinger, just like the pinky and ring and middle finger. So create that tent in the hands, pulling the energy up through the forearms into the armpits, rolling those outer shoulders down. And then shake your head yes and no. Give the head a nice roll. And then walk the hands back towards the feet. Grab opposite elbows and drop the head. Squeeze the kneecaps up into the thighs. And let the upper body be soft, maybe even swaying a little bit. Coaxing the low back to release and let go. Good, and exhale. Walk the hands back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Lift the chest forward, elbows back. Strong core, tuck the tailbone. And then as you squeeze everything into the legs, lower the arms slowly in chaturanga. Looking forward. Of course, if you want to drop your knees, because this is more available to you, you can. Untuck the toes. Bring the arms to elbows under shoulders, Sphinx pose. Look forward, bring that chest through the window of the arms, roll the shoulder heads back towards the back of your mat. And then squeeze the kneecaps in, lift and lengthen the low abdomen. So really use this pose to lengthen the low back, lengthen the spine. And then press into those hands, cobra variation, keeping strength in the legs. Press the arms straight, so this will lengthen the low abdomen, Sacrum is down. Chest and heart lifted. Begin to lift the chin, looking up, crossing the eyes towards the center of the forehead. And exhale, lower down. Bring the hands by the waist, untuck the toes, elbows in, reversed knees, chest, chin. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Just going to adjust this here. Good. Lift the right leg up and bend the knee. Reach the toes over to the left. And then square the hips. Bring that knee forward to the right hand. Low lunge here. Look up. Pull everything into the root lock. Mula Bandha here. Tucking the tail to the left heel. And then from this strong core, reach the heart forward. Good. Exhale the left to meet the right at the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up, squeeze the legs, tuck the tailbone, lift the heart. Exhale, swan dive, drop the head. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, place the hands, bring that right foot back into a low lunge here. Bend the left knee, look forward. And again, tuck the tailbone in, pull up through the pelvic floor into the low abdomen to strengthen that core. And then reach the heart forward. Left hip to right heel. So everything's kind of gathering in. And then exhale. Make your way to plank and through your vinyasa. So we went through our chaturanga, but of course if you need to lower knees down, make sure you have a flat, straight back. Strong legs coming into upward facing dog or low cobra. And exhale, untuck the toes. You can come through child's to make your way to down dog. But make it work for you. So sometimes when I'm feeling more energized, I'll do more chaturangas or do one-legged chaturanga. When I'm feeling less energized, I like to take the knee option, the child's pose option. So it depends where you are, how your day is, on your cycle, etc. So pedal out that dog. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, sweep it forward. Let's come to warrior one here. Reach the arms up. Weight into that back heel. And you can take your hands into a clasp if that feels good for your neck. Otherwise, grab opposite elbows and drop those shoulders. Sink into that right knee as you lift the chest. Good. And exhale, take the vinyasa here. Keeping strong legs through our upward facing dog or cobra. Lifted kneecaps and then downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, reach the toes all the way over to the right. Nice stretch there. And then exhale, square the hips. Swing that left leg forward, coming into warrior one on the left side. Reach those arms up. You want to take opposite arms in the funky way for some variation. Drop those inner shoulders. If you have the grasp with the pointer and thumb away. Bend into that left knee. Outer shoulders forward. Right outer heel heavy. And exhale. Float down, place hands, come into plank pose. Squeeze legs in. Come forward so elbows are by the waist and lower down. Take your vinyasa. Good. Breathe in. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, heels away. Breathe in, lengthen, get nice and light, coming to the balls of your feet. Look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, whether you're jumping, hopping, stepping. Mindfully, inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. Come into a little back bend, squeeze the legs. And exhale down. Let's take this to our variation, Surya Namaskar B. Bringing feet and knees together. Sit back, bending the knees, and then sweep those arms to almost graze your mat, and then come up to your chair. And then be sure to not be too forward to the ball of your feet, but weight is even on the front part of the foot and the back part of the foot, and the hips are reaching back. Good. Can you reach your heart further away while keeping your knees pressed together? Good. Exhale, hands to heart center, drop. Halfway. Sorry, inhaling halfway. Exhale, take a vinyasa here. Stepping or hopping back. Stepping into plank. Lower down, strong core. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, sink it to right wrist. Let's open up to warrior two here. Opening up the arms, bend into that right knee. Stacking shoulders over hips. And just get nice and open here, vulnerable, letting energy stream out through the arms. And then engage that left inner thigh as you bend the right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Nice long right side, bending that right knee. And then exhale, bring weight into the back heel as you come forward to side angle pose. You can bring your block next to your right foot, or level one will keep their elbow on their knee. Left arm comes by the ear. If this feels okay to your neck, otherwise, level one will keep hands straight up and down. Level 2 and 3, you will have your hand on the floor, on the block, and then you're rotating the chest towards the sky. Right hip comes underneath the body, almost to the left back corner of the mat. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Coming up to star pose. And exhale, warrior two to the left. Bending that left knee. Getting nice and long in the arms. Outer heel down. Bringing shoulders over hips between two panes of glass. Inhale, reverse your warrior. reach through the arm. Exhale, come forward into your warrior two. Level one, elbow on the knee. Level 1, 2. Work your way to a block, to your ankle, to the floor. And then that right arm is going to come by the ear, plugging that shoulder blade into the torso and rotating the chest towards the ceiling. Good. And inhale back to warrior two. On your next inhale, coming up to star pose, left heel pivots in, parallel to right. And then let's take a forward fold here, wide-legged forward fold. Grabbing peace fingers to big toes, elbows wide, drop the head. And create space in the neck. So instead of bringing the shoulders up by the ears as you see me demonstrate here, you want to lengthen from the chest and use that arm strength to pull the shoulder blades up the back along with the sits bones. So it's interesting, even though our gravity center is moving downwards, we're still leading with the heart, opening the chest. Good. Inhale halfway, hands under shoulders. Exhale, walk those hands to frame the right foot at the front of your mat, and take a vinyasa here. Inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, bend the knees, and hop or step to the top of your mat. Halfway pose, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, weight even on the feet, drop the hips, coming back into chair. Squeeze the knees and squeeze the inner thighs together as you lift through the center of the chest. So it's going to activate that outer core, the core kind of on the sides, the obliques, the low abdomen, and then inhale, lengthen, straighten out the legs, squeeze at the top, low back bend, exhale down. Good. Let's take a little balance work here, because I do want to work us into a balanced posture. So if you need a strap or a wall, go for it. But there are ways to access this pose not using either. That's just kind of reining it in and learning from basic level how to do this. Weight even on the feet, left hand on left hip. Weight now on the left foot as you lift your right. And grab big toe with peace fingers. And then extend the heel away. So you can use a strap here, but I encourage you to just start simple, even if it's just holding your foot like this and eventually extending the heel. Keeping the knee close in. Level 2, 3, you can open up that leg and look over the left arm. Done it straight from the side. And back to center. Hold the knee up to the nose, give it a kiss. And exhale, release. Good job. And then we'll come back to center. Nice, strong, stabilizing muscles. If you need to roll out your ankles, go ahead. We'll get heavy in the right leg. Right arm on the hip. And then bend that left knee so much so that you can grab your big toe with your fingers. And then you're going to work on pulling this left knee in, extending the heel. Even if it's not fully extended, that's awesome. Open up the right arm to the side, left leg goes out to the left, and then you're going to look over that right arm. I like to think of it as opening a door, allowing some opportunity to come in. And exhale back to center. Lift knee to nose. And exhale, release. Good. So let's come to the top of our mat. Shake out what you need to shake out. Inhale, sit back into our chair pose. Squeeze thighs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's twist over to the left, bringing the elbow outside of the knee. And then look how the right knee wants to come forward. Pull that right hip back. Even out the knees. Sit lower. Twist deeper. Find a nice balance. So the hips are squared to the mat, not one hip in front of the other. And we're twisting from the belly button. Options to open up the arms if that feels good. As you exhale, get heavy in the left leg. And then bring that right leg back behind you in a low lunge. Twist here, or high lunge in this case. If you need to drop the right knee, that's a great way to come into this pose. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Breathe, exhaling deeply into the low abdomen. Good. Inhale, keep the back heel lifted, come into crescent pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, triangle pose. Lengthen out the front leg. Heel toe the back foot further in to make a shorter stance. And then hinge the hips as you come over that left leg. Reaching up. Squeezing the low half of the body. And then can you feel yourself lengthening the left side of your body? Just as much as the right. So sometimes we tend to arch or drop the head and create a curve on the top of the waist. And bring that even. Let's balance this out, bending the right knee, coming into half moon. Keep the right hand on the hip, left arm can come out to block or 45 degrees outside that pinky toe. And then you can keep as much of a bend to the left leg as you like. As you reach the right arm and right leg away into the sky. Creating space through strength in the low abdomen. Reaching through the heart. And exhale. Come into standing split here, lowering the right arm, dropping the head and the right hip. And then options are to keep both hands on the floor, or the left hand can come behind the calf. And as you drop the head, lift the right leg high. Inhale, bend that left knee. Right comes all the way up, eclipsing the knee. Give it a hug at the top of your mat. And then twist to the right on the exhale. heart center. Good. Inhale. Take a chair here. Squeeze thighs together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stay the exhale as you twist to the right. Elbow hooks around outside the right knee. And then just keeping in mind you might have to lengthen the left side of the body to bring the hips square. Exhale, squeeze the low abdomen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, get heavy on the right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently bring that left leg back, keeping the arms steady to your high lunge here, or low lunge if that helps you get into your high lunge. Can you twist deeper? Maybe open the arms. Good. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, triangle. Heel toe the left foot in. Reach with the right arm. Squeeze the glutes underneath of you together. So strong back leg. Open up the chest. Look up at that left thumb. If that feels okay. Let's take this to our half moon. Left hand on hip, look down. Right arm comes outside, pinky toe. And then lift up. Maybe you touch down with the fingertips, maybe not. You can bend the right knee as much as you like. And then reach the arm, left leg up and away. Revolving the chest. Good. Exhale. Drop the left arm, right arm behind calf, drop the head, standing split here. So the left hip's going to square the mat. And then with the right hand behind the calf, or level 3 if you want to take both arms, you're going to lift the left leg higher. Inhale, bend the right knee, pull the left knee through as you come to standing, giving it a hug. Right hand on knee, left arm comes back, twist. Exhale. Twist a little deeper. And inhale. Back to center. Very good. All right. Let's do some binds now. Shake it out, whatever you need. We just did a lot of balancing poses. Okay. Some snap crackles. All right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Your thighs back, halfway pose. Reach from the crown and the heart. Exhale, place hands. Take a vinyasa here. Inhale, right leg back. Sweep it forward, right wrist. And drop the left knee. Sweep arms up. And then let's come into a nice crescent moon here. Dropping the hips, lifting up through the heart. So when we do that, we create an isometric response of the lower tailbone and the sacrum sweeping underneath of us. And then exhale, twist over to the right, bringing hands to heart center. And then from here, the left thumb can stay on the sacrum. The right hand's going to come around the back, just in front of the left hip. And then the left arm is going to straighten out and then bend at the elbow to grab the right. So this is more accessible with the left knee. And then from here, reach the head away. Tucking the chin. Opening the chest. And exhale. Release, come back to your crescent. And take a vinyasa here. Shake yes and no. Walk your dog out. Drop elbows. Inhale, left leg back. Sweep it forward to left wrist. Drop to the right knee. And come up through your crescent. Exhale. Sink into those hips. But in a way that brings some form and structure. So you're sinking forward to the left heel at with the same momentum and weight as you're bringing your back body back. As you're, reaching the back part of your head, your skull to the back of the room. So creating this nice arc here. And then exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the right. To the left. And then from here with the right knee down, left arm comes behind the waist, and the pinky kind of parks itself above the right hip bone. And then lengthen the right arm, and bend the elbow underneath the left hamstring. And then from there, you should grab two fingertips, maybe the hand, the wrist. And then from here, lengthen the back of your head. Use the exhales to twist deeper. Just use this as an exploration pose. Exploring the breath, the spine. And exhale, release. Undo the bind. Press into that left heel. And raise into your crescent moon here. And exhale, place hands. And take a vinyasa. So even as that was kind of challenging, I found it quite invigorating. I don't know about you guys. I haven't taught that one in a moment. So it's nice. It feels good. It's been a long time. Good. Inhale the right leg long. Sweep it forward to the right wrist. Let's come into Warrior Two here. Inhale, reverse. And then keep that nice length through the right side of the body. And have your block handy if you need it. And bring your hand inside your foot on the block or on the floor. And then we're going to do a bind here. So left hand bends at the elbow behind the waist. The back of that hand is going to be coming to the top outside of the right thigh. And then rotate the chest. Get nice and long through the core. Get lighter on the fingertips. And then bend that elbow to take the bind here. So we're going to do one round of this on both sides. Squeezing the legs back into the outer left heel. Rotating the chest. This feels super easy compared to the last one. Good. Inhale. Let's come to warrior two. And exhale. Take a vinyasa here. Optional child's pose if you like. Take a breath. Lengthen. Inhale, left leg. It's going to come up as you come to your down dog. Let's make our way to side angle on the left side. So let's come into warrior two here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, keep that length through the left side body. Then bring your hand to a block inside the left foot or to your mat. And then right arm's going to bend behind the waist. Top of the hand's going to come outside the hip. Ground into the right outer heel. Lift the chest, and then bend the left arm underneath the hamstring so that you can grab that right wrist. And as you bend the left knee, back into your pose. Pull the left side of the body together with the knee and rotate. Another breath here. And exhale. Find your vinyasa. Hands inside the left foot, plank, and lower down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop or step to the top of your mat. Halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up. Hands to heart center. Okay, let's take a little malasana, goddess pose. So if you need a blanket under your heels to give your heels that contact with the ground, we're going to come into a squat here. So feet kind of off the mat, toes off the mat, a little wider than the hips. Hands to heart center. Bend the knees, sit back as if you're coming into chair. Contact the elbows with the inner knees. Thumbs to heart center, and then drop the hips as you press the knees into the elbows. So there will be a point where you're like, ooh, I can't do it, it's going to catch. But with persistence and pressure from elbow to knee, knee to elbow, you can drop your hips probably further than you anticipate. And then from here, lift the chest, release the low back, release the tailbone to the floor, and enjoy. Good, let's take the right hand to the floor. Upper arm pressing into the knee, lift the left arm in a twist here. And switch sides, coming through center, hands to heart center. Left arm comes down to the floor. Right arm reaches. Let's try that again. Really activating our core. So our hips are grounded and moving down, but our core is going to help us twist. So right hand down. Exhale, twist through the core. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm lifts. And one more time. So on the exhale, it's going to really twist out that abdomen, that waist. Exhale, right arm down, twist, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm down, right arm lifts. Nice breath, and a powerful exhale can give a better twist. Place hands flat, lift the hips. Come to wide-legged stance here, grabbing opposite elbows and just sway side to side, releasing the neck and head, shoulders. Good. Now let's put it all together. Come up gently, come to the top of our mat. So we will come into Bird of Paradise using these muscles that we've been warming up for. Let's come into chair. Inhale, sit back, reach forward, squeeze the legs, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, take a vinyasa here. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back. Sweep it forward. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. And then left hand comes behind the waist. Take the bind on the right side. So right forearm bends up, takes a grab that left wrist, and then from here, move your hips back and forth, kind of like a frog. And then once you have your weight again on the right foot, bring that left foot to the top of your mat, and then stand on the left foot, changing nothing about the right side. So you can come to the tippy toe of the right foot to stand. Cool. Once you have this, you can extend the right leg. Look over that left shoulder. And then gently hinge forward, place the right leg down, left foot back, frame right foot, and take a vinyasa. So if you're still moving with step one, that's fine. We're going to do this on the other side, and what's cool is no matter where you are, your brain is making new connections, opening up new possibilities. Think of that door we opened in our balance posture. You're opening up a new door. So beginner's mind here. Inhale, left leg back. Sweep it forward, left wrist. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, just a visit. And on your next exhale, drop the shoulders, right arm behind waist. Left arm karate chops up to grab right wrist. And then from here, just have some fun. So we're doing a balance and weight shifting. So what helps with that for the brain is kind of shifting back and forth, like a martial artist. And then when your weight returns to the left foot, look forward with your chest. Bring that right foot to the top of your mat. Keep that chest lifted, pointy toe of the left leg as you stand on your right. And bring that leg with you. So, if you have the bind still, you can extend the leg. Maybe you're kind of at this juncture here. So just play with your weight and your posture, and just think about coming from the heart. It gets easier every time. Whoop. And then you can fall if you want. Let's take a vinyasa to just balance everything out. Come into plank pose. Upward facing, downward facing. And then a nice child's pose here. Sit back on your heels. Forehead to the mat. Start to exhale longer than you inhale. And then inhale, look forward. Let's come onto our stomach. And place one cheek on the mat. And just shake side to side. Let's bring the arms out to a T. You can have the left cheek on the mat. And then press into that right hand as you roll over to the left side of the body and touch your right toes outside your mat. Roll to the other side. So in track we would call this scorpion. It's different from the yoga scorpion. But imagine your leg that's crossing. It's like a scorpion tail. Touching left to right. Last one. Good. Hands by the hips, palms face up, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift the shoulders, squeeze the legs together, toes to touch. Come into a locust pose here. Get nice and long. Press the hips into the mat. And exhale, come down. And shake it out. And then coming to, you can do locust again if that was challenging and you want to get further. Or if you're ready for Dhanurasana, we'll do bow pose. So we'll start in locust, forehead down. Lift the shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms and chest all the way down to the feet. And with the feet lifted, bend the knees. Grab one ankle and then the other. And then press the shins away as you lift the chest. Breathing into that low abdomen, lengthening the low back down. See if you can get breath into the lowest part of your abdomen to really stretch out abdomen and low back. Last breath. Exhale down. Good job. And then let's roll onto our backs. Take a little knees to the chest. Give yourself a hug. Feet to the mat. Tuck those shoulder blades underneath the body. And palms face up in a clasp or underneath the heels. We're going to come into bridge. Pressing into the heels, inner thighs roll down, knees are parallel. And then lift the hips up. Pressing into those legs. Creating an arch all the way up to the top of the shoulders. And exhale, lowering down. And windshield wiper your legs. And then arms out to a T. This time we're face up. We're going to pop our hips over to the right. And then cross right knee over left and drop both knees to the left. Nice relaxed twist. I've done this a few times at the end of my classes, which feels super nice after a lot of twisting and balancing. See if you can adjust the shoulders to look over your right hand. Next couple breaths, release even deeper. Inhaling, bring the knees back to center, uncross the knees, press into the feet, and then draw the hips over to the left side of your mat. Left knee crosses over right, and then drop the knees to the right, looking over that left arm. And adjust the shoulders so you can optimize your twist. And this is one of the more challenging poses to really relax into. To really allow our spine to be how it is and our legs to be how they are, arms to be how they are. Just total self-acceptance. So valuable. Last couple breaths, really sinking in deeper. Inhaling, roll the knees up. Uncross them and then drop your hips back to center on your mat. And now's a nice time to take knees to chest, happy baby, or if you want to take a couple rolls. And then finding your way to your Shavasana. Walking the feet out, palms face up. And if you wanted to roll your mat into a little roll under the shoulder blades or under the hamstrings or knees, that's a great way to feel really nice and supported. Closing your eyes, into your Shavasana. As we come to our time and close together, remembering all the things we learned with our intention, keeping our heart open. And with that, thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.